Hi everybody, welcome to Something to Talk About. I am Taco, and this is like a surprise vid. Uh, I wanted to do this. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but I'm doing it anyways, and it's coming out the day I'm filming it. So the next like 5 or 6 weeks, you'll see vids that I filmed way before this. It's fun. Oh, YouTube. All right, welcome. I do in a Song of Ice and Fire series where I cover characters that are kind of lesser known, but that's not what this is. This is me covering a YouTube poll. Should we just pick up? So, according to your YouTube polls, this is the best small council ever, a fantasy small council. If you could put together the best one from all over the lore of A Song of Ice and Fire, who would they be? So, I did polls for like a whole week, all 7 spots, Lord Commander, all the way down to Hand of the King. And there might be characters who you're like, how come they didn't make the poll? I can only do 4 characters a poll, and it was really hard to decide sometimes, and other times it was like really hard to fill. Like Grand Maester, I had to grab 2 Maesters that were never Grand Maesters. So, I mean, everything's made up in the points that matter. None of it really matters. Like, I kind of break my own rules all the time. It's not really a big deal. But yeah. So, anyways, let's just get to it. This is just going to be a fun little small video breaking down the results of these polls. So, if you didn't have a chance to vote, that stinks. A lot of you guys voted, more people than normal for my polls. I'm glad that more people are voting. But let's start with the first one. It was Lord Commander. So, I had Barristan Selmy, Gerald Hightower, Sir Duncan the Tall, and Aemon the Dragon Knight were my choices. So all 4, of course, were Lord Commander. Barristan at the beginning of the books for quite a while. Duncan the Tall during Egg's Day, Egg on the 4th day, or 4th. Wow, Egg on the 5th day, Egg on the Unworthy. Aemon the Dragon Knight was Lord Commander during Egg on the Unworthy, and then Gerald Hightower was Lord Commander under Aerys. I could have put in Jaime, but I didn't. Too many Lannisters on this list. I'm just going to tell you that right now. All right. Yeah, so who do you guys think won? I'll just tell you guys right now. So the results, this is probably the closest one because Barristan only sneaks in with 38%. I think that's the smallest victory out of everybody, out of all of these. So Aemon the Dragon Knight almost won with 35%. But yeah, first one was Barristan, which no one really can get mad about, even if you did vote for the other ones. It's Barristan the badass, Barristan the bull. All right, next one up was Maester of Whispers. And I had Larry's. So, of course, Varys I had to have, and then Larry Strong, the Clubfoot, who was around during, he's in the House of the Dragon TV show, but yeah, he was around during the Dance of Dragons. And then Massaria was also around during Dance of Dragons. She was the Mistress of Whispers for Rhaenyra Targaryen. Oh my God. All right. And then more known for being Hand of the King, but he was an extremely good Master of Whispers, Brendan Rivers. He did later become Hand of the King. But yeah, so who won on the best Master of Whispers? Brendan Rivers, pretty decent. Now, there's a lot to cover on this poll. Blood Raven got 65%. That's a solid victory. Varys 32nd and second place. The Clubfoot got 1%? Wow! I might even have been his vote. Holy crap. I can't believe he only got 1%. Because maybe that's kind of going off of the show the most, but in the books, I thought he was a really good Master of Whispers. But I guess I was way off. I'm the outlier here. And then Massaria actually beating him, but barely, probably just 1 or 2 more votes. Massaria had 4%, Larry's had 1, and Brendan Rivers took it with 65. Wow! Poor Clubfoot, you foot fetish weirdo. All right. Master of Ships. We got a bunch of Valerians. Come on, Valerians. This is your chance to shine, Valerians. We had Alan Oakenfist, Valerian. Corlys, of course, the sea snake Valerian. Lannister. This is the first of many we will see on this list. Tywin Lannister and then Stannis Baratheon. I mean, did you have any other, like, this one was pretty clear cut. Valerian was going to have to win it, and of course it went to Corlys Valerian with 67% of the vote. Yeah, the Oakenfist only got 13. Tywin only got 1%. He's the worst Lannister on this list. Tywin also sat all over, right? So he was also Master of Coin at one point, and then Tywin becomes Hand, and he's actually one of the more underrated hands. In Fire and Blood, I actually really like him as Hand. But spoilers, I guess, for House of Dragon, if they follow it. Don't get mad at me. Stannis Baratheon, again, more known for being a king, was Master of Ships, and yeah, 19%. Wow. All right. Okay. So he went to the Sea Snake. Not a surprise there. So Corlys Valerian, welcome to the council. Let's get to Master of Laws. Oh, there's a Baratheon, a Lannister. Who knew? So Renly Baratheon, of course, who's Master of Laws during the beginning of the books. Jasper Ironrod Wild, who, again, I grabbed a lot of characters from the like Dance of Dragons timeline and leading up to that. So that's Jasper Ironrod. According to Mushroom, his nickname was Ironrod because he had a giant schlong. Am I allowed to say schlong? All right. Or because he was like hard as steel in his justice or whatever. Cavan Lannister, Cavan. All right, whatever. And he was, all right, so Kevin Lannister, I'm saying his name all weird, was Master of Laws for like a minute, right? Like, he wasn't Master of Laws long. Like, when, like, just in Storm of Swords. Yeah, that's it. So, like, one book. When Tywin comes back, Kevin becomes Kevan Lannister becomes Master of Laws. So he wasn't even Master of Laws that long. I wonder how good he does in this. And then Lionel Strong, who actually I'm going to say right now got my vote. More known again for being Hand of the King, but he's come on, man, you got to love Lionel Strong. But apparently they didn't. He did get second. But yeah, Kevin Lannister, Cavanist Lannisterist won with 52%, Lionel with 32%, and then Renly only with 9%, and good old Iron Schlong with 7%. So yeah, Lannister that's the first Lannister making it in. So yeah, congratulations. Kevin Lannister only ran the gig for like a month and he still somehow gets it. Master of Coin, of course, we have Peter Baelish. Duh, he is like the face of Master of Coin. Rigo Draz, who was Jaehaerys the First's Master of Coin, the Lord of Air himself. Had a horrible death, but really underrated in my eyes. Tyrion Lannister, after he was Hand, of course, they make him, they knock him down to Master of Coin. And then Lyman Beesbury. So, yeah. I mean, not a star-studded lineup, but I mean, it's pretty good. We got Peter, we got Tyrion. So what are you guys thinking of here? Wow. Peter Baelish tied with Lyman Beesbury with only 12%. I'm glad that Peter didn't win it because even though he's like the face of Master of Coin, he bankrupted the realm. He did a really horrible job. He's not a good Master of Coin. So he got the crown in debt all over. So I'm glad that he didn't win it. Rigo Draz, I think, is the best Master of Coin, and I do think Rigo deserved to win it. He was Master of Coin for a very long time, and a really good one. Lyman was a Master of Coin for a long time, too, but whatever. But, yeah, so Tyrion ends up winning it. I don't even remember Tyrion being that great of a Master of Coin, but apparently the polls like Tyrion, so that's our second Lannister making it to our small councils so far. So, yeah. Let's keep cruising. We got 2 left, guys. We are moving very fast. We got our Grand Maesters. So this is the one when I don't really have a lot to choose from. So I pulled from like famous maesters that were never Grand Maester, which I don't think anyone cared. No one complained in the poll. So we have Pycelle, of course, Orwell, who is the Maester during Dance of Dragons, Maester Aemon at the wall, and of course Marwyn the Mage, the Mastiff himself. And this one was probably the biggest landslide I had. Maester Aemon won with 78%. Pycelle and Orwell both did horrible with 2%, and Marwyn the Mage. So the two who actually served as Grand Maester did the worst by a lot. They both had 2%, which is probably 1 or 2 votes. And then, yeah, Marwyn was 17. Wow. Yeah, no, Aemon, you got it, dude. No one cares if you're blind and 115 years old. Oldest man in Westeros, literally. Last, but very, very, very not least, last, but actually most important, the Hand of the King. So this one was extremely hard to only pick 4. I almost did 8 and did 2 days of polls, or then 3 days of polls, and I had the top 2 win. I just said screw it, and I just grabbed 4 that I thought were really big. And Eddard probably didn't belong in here, but I mean, I could have had Viserys Targaryen, Viserys II, sorry, Targaryen. I could have had Bloodraven, Jon Arryn. There's a lot of really good hands over the years, but it was really hard to only pick 4. So I went with Orys Baratheon, who was the first ever hand for Aegon the Conqueror. Septim Barth, who was Old King Jaehaerys' hand king for a very long time, just a septum. And Tywin Lannister, of course, who was the Mad King's hand, and then his idiot grandson's hand for a little while. And then I threw on Eddie, good old Neddard, good old Neddard Starkey for good measure. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to come in last, but I've been really surprised if Eddard won. But he didn't, so I wasn't surprised. But, I wanted to give some Starks. There's nothing but Lannisters and Targaryens all over this list, and Baratheons. Wow. So, yeah, Tywin won with 47%. Orys got worst place, the first hand, the stump of the king, if you will, the king's stump. I am really proud of Barth getting second place. I believe I voted Barth, and I think Barth is the best hand, period. But Tywin, and everyone's, but they're so different. One's like the most Machiavellian of all the Machiavellians, and Barth is like a good guy as far as we know. Tywin isn't. But he ran the realm for Mad King Aerys and did a decent job. So, yeah, got him. So, 3 Lannisters was how we ended. We ended with Tywin, Kevin, and Tyrion on the council, with Corlys Velaryon being the master ships, with Maester Aemon, another Targaryen, being Grand Maester, Bloodraven being Master of Whispers. That's a good one there. And last but very not least, we have Barristan Selmy. Well, kind of least. We have Barristan Selmy making the Lord Commandership. So I think that's a pretty good small council. I'm not going to disagree with all of them. It would still be a really good council. I think that these guys could handle a kingdom rather well altogether. Too many Lannisters. I wouldn't go to any wedding. That's it. The small council's doing pretty good. Hey, you're going to go to that Frey wedding? No way. Not in a million years, buddy. Hey, at least the realm's doing good, but I ain't going to no wedding. Yeah, there you guys go. So did you agree with, for one, my choices to put into the poll, and also how the polls kind of came out? They didn't come out the way I thought. I voted for a lot of different people, but yeah, I still think this is really funny. I like that it ended with 3 Lannisters. I didn't think Kevon Lannister or Tyrion would have made it. That was I thought that was really cool. So, all right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Click like and subscribe. And I do have more Song of Ice and Fire coming out tomorrow. I had my Brown Pen Plum come out on Tuesday. And tomorrow, I have my Red Ronnet Connington video. This is my color week. I got a brown plum and a red Ronnet coming out. So, yeah. And next week is Kettle Black week. I'm doing 4 videos for all 4 Kettle Blacks. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. My Friday will probably be my Pokemon show. But that's my plan. So, click like and subscribe if you've never been here before. I do a Song of Ice and Fire content. And I got a bunch of other weird, crazy stuff. Go check it out. And, thanks for watching. And bye. I got nothing. That's it. See you guys later.